The first is the race question. I remember back in the early days of the 1950s, when we were just starting, Drew Pearson, who was a columnist, a famous columnist in this country, wrote me a letter and he said, Billy, he said, would you be willing to go to Clinton, Tennessee? That was the first incident, big incident we had, racial incident, that we had in the 40s and 50s, was in Clinton, Tennessee. He said, do you have guts enough and courage enough to go there and preach to an integrated audience? And I said, yes, I do, if you'll go with me. And he went with me, and I remember Senator Kefauver and different ones of the Senate were there, and they sat on the platform, and the head of the White Citizens Council had declared that he was going to blow up the meeting, or he was going to stop the meeting, or he was going to do something that it would never be held. The meeting was held, the gospel was preached, and one of the first people that came forward to receive Christ was the head of the White Citizens Council. And from then on, he found out that he was to love the black man and that he had a responsibility in this race question. And you see, the story of this Good Samaritan is really a story about a race question, because the Jewish people of that day had very little to do with the Samaritans. They were of a different ethnic background. And this is a story that Jesus tells directly to teach who our neighbors are. Our neighbors are people of a different race or a different cultural background, and we're to love them. When Jesus went back to his hometown in Nazareth, he was well received until he spoke about the race problem. And when he spoke about that, they tried to stone him.